Alright, so yesterday Call of Duty posted on their Twitter, Back from the Dead, with a video to The Truth Dies from Black Ops 6. It shows a 16-second video of just a bunch of stuff. Oh, there you go, you got Mr. Peaks there, some cell splitting, and then like some zombies, in which I feel is on the second map. So, so you got Terminus Island and Liberty Falls, and like I feel like these are some little extracts. I feel like that's maybe from Liberty Falls over Terminus Island. So anyway, it gives you a link to a site called The Truth Dies. Now, when you see The Truth Dies, it shows you a TV, and there's 6 different channels. Now, we'll quickly flick through them because I've already downloaded all of these and I've put them into my editing software, which I'll show you guys in a second. Obviously, we're waiting for all these to update, and we don't know what they're going to update to. The only difference is channels 1 and 2 have something always showing. Channel 6 is a zombie show up. So that's the only difference. So before I go into Premiere and show you guys obviously everything stitched together, so if you inspect Element and then go to look through the code and you have a look at the sites, there's a site which says cdn/thetruthlies.com/video/456423 TTD nothing to see here, and obviously it gives you like a CDN, an MP4, and then a share.mp4. From what I understand, when it says access denied, when I've done a little bit of digging, it's all just... Apparently it's all literally just the... So when you turn the TV off, get this. Which obviously, watching that at midnight when you're really tired scares the living fuck out of you. So, yeah. It was wild to say the least. So anyway, if you press record, you get all the videos downloaded. I've downloaded all the videos already. So if we go into Premiere and we go over here, what I'll do now is I'll play these on screen for you without me in the picture. I'll play these all on screen for you now, so you watch all of these channels all together without a break. Okay, so there's a few things that I noticed when I was going through this. Firstly, when I put the clip into Premiere, I got these little like tags in which it's not me adding it by accident, I promise you. It's replicated twice here whenever I drag this clip in. Like it's just there. I haven't put it there. So I don't know why it's there. Maybe it's for something a bit later down the line. But yeah, so when you go through, you've got a bunch of little bits on the screen. Obviously LYER, which I'm assuming to be liar. You go through, so you got channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. And then the minute it goes past 6 is when you start getting the flickering. So the minute you go past channel 6 is when you start getting all the flickering. Obviously, all the channels say off air. When you're going through it and you have a look, obviously I've noted all this down. I've got a notepad over here. So if I show you, I've obviously noted all this down. When we then obviously you see Mr. Peaks, which obviously this is pretty cool. Okay, so here's what I want to show you guys. So with this here on the cameras, if I punch in a little bit, second, yeah, so that's the 19th of February 1991 at 3 in the morning. If you weren't aware, the Cold War was still going on during that period of time, so you know, I don't know what it has. I obviously know that this Black Ops 6 is a branch off from Cold War, which is great. I love that. I don't want it to deviate from its current story. And obviously, yeah, we got a bunch of characters here, so I feel like these are going to be our 4 main characters. Got one doing a push-up. Unless these... No, because that's cam 2, that's cam 3, that's cam 4, and that's cam 5. But one of them seems to be going mental, so that one's doing a push-up. That one's just sat on the bed. And then you got, obviously, a zombie hand there, which... I don't know why. That doesn't seem to hold any significance. From what I understand, this is the heartbeat in the middle of the chest, because you can see like the ribs there, and then you've got like the heart with all like the veins and arteries and shit and that going out. So yeah, so that's what I can break down from clip 1. There's nothing that seems too out of the ordinary, but do keep in mind, you know, 19th of February 1991, and the time is 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't know why. And then we have clip 2, obviously, which is the local radar. And the local radar very slowly morphs into, obviously, Mr. Peaks' face, which you can see here. Now, one thing to note is when it does go into its glitched mode, up in the top corner, it says Wither, Channel 2 Wither. And obviously, like, some bits are backwards, you know, that's fine. It's just like a corruption. But I just thought that was cool. I don't know if that does hold any significance. You know, like... So, if we keep going, it then shows us, I believe, what I believe to be Terminus Island. But as we go through, I've done a little bit of digging. I've put all these the scan lines here. I've put them all together. There's nothing that comes out of it, trust me. Unless someone else can do it in a different way. I've tried putting it together. It just doesn't show anything. But listen carefully.
7, 6, 11, 5.
So you hear a code, and that code is 76115. Now I don't know what that has to do with anything. Obviously the last two 115. But 76, I don't know what it actually means. I don't know what the meaning is behind that. And then obviously, you know, going through, channel 3 is off air, channel 4 is off air, channel 5 is off air. And then on channel 6, when we get to the jump scare, if we go through, you can see a really clear clip. And here's our really clear clip of what we see. Looks like a barrel, railing, and some stairs. And obviously, it follows the retro zombie look from what we know from Cold War. Now, obviously, this is our first look into Black Ops 6, which I really love. I love the fact that like they are bringing it back and they've listened to us and all that. You know, like I love it. Also, there's this little clip I found online on the Reddit, which I don't know if we should get excited for.
Okay, to piggyback off his question right here.
Hold on, let me replay that because the audio is pretty quiet.
Okay, to piggyback off his question right here. Will Richtofen be coming back as a playable character in Black Ops 6 by any chance?
Who's next?
Oh!
Now that to me feels quite significant itself, because obviously we all love him. As much as I would love all the main characters back, you know, I don't think it will happen. I know Nolan North always he's always worked with Activision. Like he's on a few other games, I believe. I'm not too sure on that. Obviously, he says, if we go through, he says, I don't know if you've seen The Last of the Doctor. I can tell you, no, I can't tell you that. Yeah, and that's all he says on that matter. I really hope we get to see Richtofen as a playable character in Black Ops 6, which that would be amazing. But yeah, that's my little deep dive so far. There's nothing else really that's caught my mind. Like I said, I'll post everything in the description, the website, obviously the link to the other site if you guys do want to have a look. I will do that. So yeah, that's been me. I'll see you guys later on. I am streaming. So right now, currently, let me get my thing up. Right below me, I've got the off-air right about here. So just above where my mouse is, I've got the off-air. That is going to be playing all the time whilst whilst we're waiting for new stuff, because I believe we found everything so far in the game. So in this ARG, I believe we've found everything possible so far. So I'm going to be live playing zombies most of the time whilst we're waiting for stuff to go on. Do feel free to join me. We'll talk everything Black Ops 6, you know, hopes, ideas and stuff like that. I know the game's obviously just about to come into beta, but I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope to see you guys there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys later.